Now, before we go into the benefits of anything, I have given you exercises. I want you to complete the exercises and come back. Okay, welcome back. Now that you have done both the exercises and answered the key questions, I'm going to look at those questions and I'm going to reply to wherever I feel it is necessary for me to reply on whatever you have written. So please make your comments. Okay. Let's go further. Let's look at what are the benefits of delegation. It extends the manager's sphere of responsibility and influence. Obviously, the more I delegate, I get more free time, I become better, I have more responsibilities, and I can influence better, definitely. It frees up, definitely, it frees up my time. It prepares me for eventual promotion. If I am a good delegator, I think so I will have more and more key aspects of the organization as my responsibilities in my work portfolio, and I think so that is a great sign of eventual promotion. It is an excellent training tool. If you really look at the depth of delegation, it's an amazing training tool. So go ahead and use that. It develops motivated and team players, increasing decision making accuracy, because a lot is there in making, people will have to make their own decisions, and it empowers employees to be more responsive. There can be many more, but there can be many more benefits, but this is what I felt could be there. Let us look at the common mistakes. Accountability ultimately lies with me. Okay, I cannot transfer that accountability. I am still finally responsible for what? Delegation to the wrong individual can lead me into a mess. This is a common mistake. I can't just go and delegate it to any Tom, Dick and Harry. I have to delegate it depending on whether that person is skilled enough to do that. And there are going to be tools given to you so that you can delegate it to the right person. Delegating someone who has no job to do about, he has got no connection with it, that's again a very wrong individual to be delegated to. Delegation is a curse if you don't explain clearly and concisely how the task should be accomplished. And failure results in destroying the co-workers. If I don't explain the delegation effectively with people, if my communication is ineffective, then there is a great chance that the person whom I am delegating to will fail. And that's a common mistake that can destroy that worker's confidence. Let's look at why reasons people don't delegate. Most of the times people think that people lack experience. Now, unless and until you put people into a situation, where will they gain experience from? They are going to be freshers. Many of them are going to be freshers. So the reason for not delegating is my people lack experience. It takes more time to explain than do the job myself. This is a typical trait of the oldies. They want to do it by themselves. Mistakes can be too costly. Why should I pay for somebody else's mistake? Is something that I have to reason out as to why I don't delegate. My people are always busy. Many of my people aren't willing to accept responsibilities. Fear of loss of control. This is a big one. If I delegate, if I lose control over everything, then what happens to me? So it's the fear and loss of power and control. Fear of being held responsible for someone else's mistake, and lack of trust and confidence in employees. If I don't really trust and have confidence in the people in my team, I will not be able to delegate, and I will not delegate. So these are the reasons why people don't delegate. Why people resist delegation? Easier to do that, to ask the boss to make this decision. I have experienced this when I was in my when I was to sit in my office. So the boss is going to be there. Why do I need to take a decision? He's going to be there. Let him take that decision. That's big resistance from your employees or your juniors or whom you want to delegate to. Fear of criticism, lack of incentive, feel of work as a burden. These people don't really understand that getting more responsibility is actually good for them. they feel that getting more responsibility is a burden. And many times people find that after they do the work, boss is going to change it. So why the hell put effort in doing that work? He anyway is going to change it. So that's why there is a certain amount of resistance, and at many times there is a lack of consequence. Okay, so these are the few resistances that your people will have for not accepting delegation. So let's look at a few quotes. Higher the executive climbs, the more important it is for him to delegate. I think so. This is pretty much evident because today's organizations are much flatter. So if I want to climb higher, then I must learn to delegate. As companies trim management layers, executives are supervising larger number of employees, which heighten their need to delegate. No more is the hierarchical pyramid structure to the organizations. It is more on the flatter perspectives. The organization structures have changed over a period of time, and people are managing more number of peoples, and hence they need to delegate more. Good leaders make people feel that they are at the heart of everything, not at the periphery. Everyone feels he or she makes a difference to the success of the organization. This is so critical. If you work with your people and if you delegate with making them feel that they are important to the process and they are important to the success of the organization, and it is they who make the difference, your delegation skills will go a great height. No person will make great business who wants to do it all by himself or get all the credit by himself. This quote is by Andrew Carnegie, a great steel magnate of old times. So if I want to create a better team, I think so delegation also is an important tool that I need to master my skills. Okay.